Everyone, Python here, and this is gonna be yet another pickups haul video. Been a while since the last one, and there's a good reason for that. I think it was in May that I did it. I've decided that instead of trying to do like a monthly, bi-monthly, whatever, pickups video, I'm instead just gonna do them like seasonal, that by seasonal. So like this video is gonna be what I've gotten in like June, July, August, which are like the summer months. So this is gonna be like my summer haul and that sort of thing. So the next one is gonna be what I got in September, October, November. So the fall time, if that makes sense. That it's just so I don't have to keep making all these like numerous pickups videos, and because I usually take too long to make these anyway. So I think it'd be better for me to just separate them to like 3 or 4 a year. Anyway, with that out of the way, as you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff during the summer. And well, not as much stuff as that previous haul video, but that's because there was like double the length of time between this one and that one. But okay, so I've put all like the anime, manga, comics, like all that kind of stuff, like that kind of entertainment, reading material, watching material, that kind of stuff over here, and then I put all the game stuff over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start with this side first before I get to the game stuff. Okay, so first thing is this DVD I found on Google, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, Unleashed and Unrated. It's one of those weird, like, 2000s live action adaptations of a game. It's like specifically about Chun-Li. The reason I wanted this though is because it included a animation in it, Street Fighter Round 1 by Udon. So, hey, there was something neat in here at least. Yeah, that's the reason why I picked this up, because there was like a Street Fighter animation in there as well. Alright, then I also found these at a Goodwill, Season 1 and 2 of House. They're like the complete, they're just DVDs, not Blu-rays, but yeah, the whole Season 1 and whole Season 2. I've never actually seen this show besides some clips. But it seems like a fun show, so these were like, what, $2-3 each, so pretty cheap. Then I got The Office Season 2, also got it for like about $3. Absolutely adore this show, probably one of my favorite sitcoms. Probably many of you will agree. Yeah, any chance I get to like catch any of like these live action shows, at like Goodwill or something, I don't hesitate to get them. Okay, before I get to the manga and anime, I also found this at some thrift store. It's so weird. They were like $2. It's a My Hero Academia collectible card game, and it's like specifically a deck for Oshako Uraka. It says it includes 1 card for Oshako and I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. I don't play the My Hero Academia card game, but I don't know, for $2, I don't know, a deck of it, why not? I pick up whatever, you know me. Okay, so starting with some manga, I have here, there's a new series for my collection here, My Dress Up Darling Volume 3. It's sealed because, the manga's a bit suggestive, but my sister got this for me. I watched the anime and I absolutely adored it. If you haven't watched My Dress Up Darling, I really recommend it. These are pretty pricey, like $15 each, for just one thin volume, but I do really like this series, so yeah, it gets a pass. Alright, then there's this Tower of God, Volume 1, another new series in my collection. This is a manhwa, or a Korean, comic. It's in full color and everything, which is really cool. This is one of those, like, how in anime, there's like the big three. There's One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. Well, I think when it comes to like manhwa, there's also that kind of thing. It's for, I forgot what it was called, Solo Leveling, Tower of God, and I think God of High School. I think those are like the top 3 when it comes to manhwa. I enjoyed watching the Solo Leveling anime. It was pretty good. Despite what I've been hearing about it online, people crap on it a lot, but I honestly really liked it. And people praise Tower of God quite a bit, so just $3. Only $3, by the way. So for a whole thick volume of that, sure, why not? Okay, Here's an anime here, another Google find for only $1. We have the Pokemon Jiraishi Wishmaker. This is about the legendary or mythical Pokemon Jiraishi right here. The VHS, so quite old. Inside's pretty clean. VHS tape works fine. So pretty cool. You know me, old anime means must buy. Then there's found this as well. The Peanuts movie Blu-ray. It's one of my brother's favorite films of all time. This one. It was really good. It has both the DVD and the Blu-ray. You know, for $3, it's a pretty good steal. Then there is Pokemon: The Rise of Darkrai on DVD. I got this only for like $1 at a. It's during. I'll link a video to it, but I went to the Dixie Highway yard sale that happens every like June in my area, and one of the vendors, yard sale vendors, had like this random DVD for the Darkrai movie, and not only that was the movie in there, it came with a bunch of Pokemon cards too. The vendor, she just threw a whole bunch of cards in there, and pretty cool. Yeah, for $1 you get a Pokemon movie plus some Pokemon cards. Again, it's a steal, so I got lucky there. Now going off of anime, we have this Dragon Ball Super parts 1 and 2, which include, each part has 13 episodes, so that's 26 in total for only $22. So I essentially paid like $11 for each part. So essentially I paid like less than $1 per episode, which is honestly really great. That's what I like. See, I usually don't buy anime much brand new because it's like so expensive. Usually when it's like heavily discounted, or if I found them at bargain prices like this, like $22 for 26 episodes, really good deal. So I got this at McKay's, which I made a video about as well recently, and I'll link that video as well. They had a whole bunch of more of these, like part 3, 4, 5, 6, so I'm gonna go back and I'm definitely gonna get more of these at some point. Back on the topic of that Winn-Dixie yard sale, I found this Astro Boy Complete series. It has all 5 DVDs, includes the entire 50 episode series, yeah. And supposedly this is the first time that this set was the first time that like the second half had ever been released in the United States. So it's a really cool release. I've always liked Astro Boy as like a concept. I've never actually watched it or anything, but hey, that's what I got the whole series for. I got it for $2, I think, $2 or $3. So bargain price. Then the last thing when it comes to TV shows and stuff and cartoons is this Sonic Boom Season 1 Volume 2. This means that it contains like the second half of Sonic Boom. I know people don't really like the games, but the show is always looked fondly on, and I do agree. And this is like a special thing I found. I think it was just like $5. It's sealed and it has a Tails and Knuckles figure included, which is really cool. You know, for like a couple dollars. Again, this Dixie Highway yard sale, there were some really great deals, and I'm gonna get to like the best find in that in a bit. Alright, so let's put those things aside. Alright, now let's get more nitty gritty to the manga. Alright, this is more stuff from that McKay's store I went to that I mentioned. We have a bunch of hold on. Oh, that's not all of them. I was gonna say. Okay. We have volume 19 of My Hero Academia with Best Girl Jiro on the cover. This is during that one festival arc that people for some reason don't like all that much. But it has Gentle Criminal, which is actually my favorite villain in My Hero Academia. I know that's a very big hot take. Plus, I really like La Brava. She's really cute too. Yeah, there's that. And then I got a couple of these, which you just don't find these often. Like, for some reason, they don't have these much in stock. And plus, especially when they're in bargain prices. So I got each of these for like $4.50 and $5 each. Is Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. I absolutely adore this series. One of my favorites of all time. Her current series is Cuckoo's Fiancé, or A Couple of Cuckoos, which is nowhere near as good as this. This is volume 2, 3, and 4. Again, there was a bunch of more volumes there for me to get, but I decided not to not to get more because I didn't want to go, spending like crazy. Alright, then I got one volume of Bleach from that store, and it's volume 29 for $5.50. I'm trying to like close out all the other gaps. I think I've explained that a couple times now. Then again, Rave Master is probably one of the hardest things to find in English. Because Tokyo Pop. If for those living here in North America, probably are well aware about what Tokyo Pop is all about here. Their old stuff is just really pricey, especially Rave Master, because they never finished the full set. They stopped, I think, at volume 32. Then they released like an omnibus for the last 3. Then they just stopped production altogether. So some volumes go for very high prices, and I know I'm not going to be able to ever complete the set. But hey, I saw this one volume for $6.50, volume 17. I have to grab it because any instance of Rave Master, I just have to jump on it. Now we have Oshinoko Volume 2. I got this in favor of a friend. You know who you are if you're watching. Because this is one of his favorite girl of all time is Ruby. But absolutely adored the show. I thought it was masterful. And I can't wait to watch Season 2. And now I have Volume 1 and 2, so I can continue reading now whenever I started. Yeah, I found, again, something you also don't find that often, the Mega Man NT Warrior. Yeah, the Mega Man NT Warrior series, it's based off of the TV show of the same name. This Volume 2 specifically, that's another new series in my collection. I don't have any of these in my shelf. I want to get the whole thing because I absolutely adore the show, so of course I'm going to love the manga as well. Really great adaptation of the game series. This one, little off there, little out there, but this is the Oremo Comic Anthology, and for those that are aware of what Oremo is, I don't need to say anything more. I simply just saw this, it was like $4.50, and I thought of that one friend that absolutely loves this series. So, for them, I'm like, sure, I'll get this, because why not? So there's that. There's a couple more things that I got at that place, book-wise. Let me see if I can find them. There they are. Okay. There's the rest of the My Hero Academia that I got. Volume 12. $4. Volume 14 for $5. And volume 16 for $4.50. So that's 4 My Hero Academia volumes for relatively cheap. Very satisfying. And then this one Shonen Jump magazine. It's specifically May 2008. So yeah, May 2008, Volume 6, Issue 5. I grew up on these Shonen Jump magazines. I still have a couple in my shelves, but I saw like a huge stack of these in the McKay store, and I'm like, I have to at least bring one home with me because $5 for one of these, why not? Like, it kind of put a smile on my face just bringing this home because I'm like, oh, it's like the good old times when I was a kid and I had the Shonen Jump magazines back then. All right. Now for some manga that I picked up at like other places, not the McKay store. Alright. Here I went to a store named Second and Charles, which is like one of my favorite bookstores, because they just have such a wide and diverse selection of manga. And some good bin prices as well. So I got volume 22 of Bleach, and I have almost closed the gap on the first, I would say, 40 or 30 something volumes of the series. I've almost closed all the gaps with this that I have. Volume 15 of Nagatoro. The series ended recently, back in the summer, so it ended at volume 20, so that means there's only 5 more that need to release so I can have the full set. And I've said it before in my other pickup videos, but I absolutely adore this manga. I was kind of thinking of doing a review on here, but I haven't done a manga review in so long on YouTube, so I'm not sure. There's a Black Clover, volume 25. I haven't gotten a Black Clover volume in quite a while. Yeah, volume 25. I got it for $4.95. So, pretty good price. Yeah, I love Black Clover. And there's volume 7 of The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, or 100 Kanojo, volume 7. This is kind of where they're gonna start bringing up characters that season 2 is gonna go over. And one of my favorite mangas of all time, I just have to mention it every time I pick up a volume. It's my favorite harem series. My favorite. I don't know. It's so good, guys. Like, just watch the anime at least, and you'll see, like, it's super absurd, very absurd comedy. If it's not your thing, then that's fine. And then, last but not least, it is volume 41 of Berserk for $7.95, and it's still in its shrink wrap, and it is broken at the bottom. You know, that's fine, but it's mostly shrink wrapped. This is the thing that's significant is that this is the volume that that was done when Miura died, the creator of Berserk, and you know, this is years ago now. But this last volume, and now like his team and editors and stuff has taken over since, you know, volume 42 and beyond. Yeah, I saw this and I just kind of wanted to get it because, you know, I already have volume 1, but just as like as kind of just me paying respects, you know, like me buying the last volume that the creator did before he passed away, you know, God rest his soul. Alright, now that's all of the manga, TV shows, anime, cartoons. I'm kidding, false alarm. There's this Sonic Archives. Sonic Archives Volume 13. I got this for like $1 or $2. I have several of these. Yeah, when it comes to like Sonic comics or Archie Sonic comics, I absolutely adore them. So, you know, if I'm like at a thrift store or something and I see something like this, I have to get it. Then Mob Psycho Volume 13. This is the final volume of this series. It's not that long, you know, compared to One Punch Man that's still going. Absolutely adore the show. I haven't read the manga yet, but the show I absolutely adore. I need to finish it. I haven't watched season 3 yet. But yeah, there's a new series in my collection, of course. But yeah, I gotta get the rest now that I have this one. This was a gift that my sister gave me. Then we have at least one light novel. You thought I was gonna get away with not getting at least one light novel. This is My Hero Academia School Briefs, Volume 1. It's pretty thick, and I'm guessing a girl had it, because, there's like this MHA labeled on it with like a bunch of different colors, so I guess she didn't end up liking it anymore. Got this at Google for like $2. The beginning has like this very nice, like widespread colored image of like the girls shopping. They all look pretty cute. And the boys hanging out here. So yeah, this is really neat. Not sure if it's something I'd be into, but you know, I wouldn't be down to getting the whole School Brief series. But at least I got one light novel. Okay, so that's all the, you know, games. No, not games. The manga, anime, cartoons, comics, TV shows, what have you, playing cards based on anime. Alright, that's all that out of the way, finally. Okay. Now, we can get to the meat of the potatoes here. The game side. Now, I spent quite a bit here throughout the months, but I found some fantastic stuff. Now, I'll go ahead and start with this bad boy here. Got this off eBay. This is a bobblehead officially licensed by Capcom of Beautiful Joe from, you know, the same title, Beautiful Joe on GameCube, which is my favorite Capcom game. I think this cost me only $17. It's very worn down because, again, this is from like, you know, the early 2000s, and bobbleheads can be pretty fragile. But I saw this online while I was just browsing eBay, and I'm like, I had to have this. So yeah, I guess I now own kind of like a figure of my favorite Capcom character, Beautiful Joe. Really neat. Okay, got this off GameStop. It's the Joker amiibo. Yeah, it's funny. I have Persona 3 Fez on the PS2, Persona 5 on PS4, and now this Joker amiibo, but I have yet to play a single Persona game. So, really funny. I guess I'm really one of those guys. But yeah, I was just at GameStop one day, and I kind of just saw like only one of him, and I'm like, you know, I wanted to walk out with something, so I said, why not? You know, I used like my $5 from my pro membership, so I only got it for like 10, 11 bucks. So pretty good deal. Alright, I'm getting like through all the non-game video game related stuff first before I get to the actual games. Alright, so these, my family found these at a Goodwill for like a dollar, a couple dollars. This is an Isabelle plush from Animal Crossing. Yeah, they were gifted to me. They're very cute. She has like little cute bells. It's so cute. I think this is her fall getup, if I remember. She has like different getups that she puts on. I think this is the fall getup. I don't feel too strongly one way or the other with Animal Crossing, but you know, cute plush. Why not? Then the actual goated thing is this King Dedede plush. Look at him. So cute. He's so adorable. But yeah, you know, I thank them for finding these because they're super cute, and I do want to get more plushies of characters because I don't know, I find plushies cute. Like, look at them, they're so adorable. How can you not want plushies of characters you like? Super adorable. They fill your heart with love. All right, put these guys. Yeah. Okay. This box is Super Mario Party. I won't linger too much on this because it's just, I like cardboard. Yeah, Nintendo cardboard. And this is, I'll get what I'm about to say, I'll get to later in a bit, but this is, my sister bought it for herself to get the Joy-Cons because it was on a really good deal. So she pretty much got like the game for free to get the Joy-Cons. It was a pretty good deal for her Switch, which is right here, which I'll get to in a sec. And she didn't want the cardboard box, so I'm like, no, whatever, I'll take it because, you know, I like Nintendo cardboard. Alright. Now, we're going back to that Dixie Highway sale. There was one vendor. She was selling 2 systems. I think it was for $125, if I remember correctly. It was this new 3DS XL, which wasn't charged or anything, so I couldn't know if it was working or not. It does have some cosmetic issues, like the 3D slider. It's very hard to, like, you know, slide. So I think it probably needs some grease or something. There's a bunch of scratches on the screen. The thumbstick is pretty worn down. The A button, I think, doesn't respond sometimes. I think that might just be me. Yeah, some cosmetic scratches and cosmetic wear here and there. But it works just fine. Like, it still works. And it even came with Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. So it came with a free game. So that's pretty neat. And the second system it came with was this Switch. Now, it didn't come with these decals and stuff and cover. My sister put all this afterwards. It didn't come with Joy-Cons. Like I said, these 2 Joy-Cons came from the Super Mario Party Joy-Con bundle. It was just the system itself without skin. The dock. This, get this here. Came with this officially licensed, you know, carrying case for the Switch. It had, like, you know, it had the dock here, it had the grip, it had a bunch of those like little shoulder things you can attach to a Joy-Con. It had like several of those for some reason, and I think it an HDMI as well, but no power cord, no Joy-Cons, and it powered on, so I knew it at least worked. But it also came with, I think, a 128 micro SD card, if I remember, which is very hard to pull out, but yeah. So I decided, you know, I'm like, I already have 3 Switches, so what am I gonna do? My sister's birthday was coming up soon, I think in like 2-3 months. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just give her this. Like, I don't need a 4th Switch, right? So it was like a very early present, I guess. And then, you know, she got herself the Joy-Con, she got herself the cute little Kirby decals and stuff you won't see. She customized her Switch to look very cute. You know, she likes Kirby. Very cute cover. And it also came now with 8 games. Not only the Luigi's Mansion one, but it also came with these 6 games here. You have 2K22, Hello Neighbor, Gang Beasts, Smash Ultimate, Nerf Legends, and Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, as well as Mario Maker 2, and 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Now, these 2 I have been wanting for so long, especially Mario Maker 2, so I'm personally going to keep these 2 games for myself. But, you know, I'll just give her like all these 6 games so she can like start building up. My sister can start building up her Switch collection of games. She already has Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Mario Party. And the Switch itself has like Yooka-Laylee digitally and a couple other games. So she's already set, you know, got herself Joy-Cons, a couple games. I gave her 6 games from the thing I bought. So it's all a sweet deal. She gets this, you know, a dog, like, a carrying case. Like, she had it all. Like, she doesn't understand how lucky she actually is, honestly. It's pretty funny. But, yeah. Probably the most elaborate gift I've given someone. And it's something I just found at some yard sale vendor for like $125. Again, let me go through that again. A new 3DS XL, a Switch, despite no Joy-Cons, yes, but it's a Switch, a new 3DS XL, that both work just fine, a dock, a carrying case, 8 games, which I'm keeping 2, so 6 games. I'm also keeping the 3DS. Actually, I'm going to give this one to my brother, so both get a system. My sister gets a Switch, brother gets the 3DS. So 2 gifts. All that for $125. It's a steal. So like probably like the best deal I've probably ever found. Like I made a whole video about the Dixie Highway sale. Like I said, I'll link it in the description if you want to see me actually walking up to it and like getting it and stuff. But yeah, probably the best deal this I've like ever came across. And like me, you know, me thrifting around and stuff, hands down. It's already been several months and I still think so. Alright, so let's go ahead and move that away. Next thing is this interesting StarCraft book. I got this from my brother. It's the cinematic art of StarCraft. Pretty much it offers like a history and behind the movie making team specifically. So visual design, storytelling, all that kind of stuff for StarCraft. And, you know, I got it for $8. Pretty thick quality book with a bunch of pages. It's sure to satisfy him. Alright, guess what? It's finally time for the video games. Okay, now I already showed you the 9 games that came with the system bundle here, but you know, I got other games as well. We'll start with the some of the cartridge games here. You know, going back to the no, I'll start with this. Okay, so back in July, my grandpa came to visit, and you know, he's the one that got me into video games. So I'm like, hey, while you're here, you know, come visit us from so far. I wanted to like just do game shopping with you, and I took him to my local retro gaming store. And I don't know, we just kind of looked around, and he was kind of fascinated by all the old games. He was like, wow, a place that still sells so many of these old games that I remember from when I was younger. He was pretty fascinated by it, and I ended up getting Elite Beat Asians finally. I've been wanting this game for so long, for $20. Meteos for $13, which I've also been wanting this because, you know, it's a game Sakurai worked on, you know, creator of Smash Bros. And last but not least, Perfect Dark for the 64. Another game I've always been wanting to get because, you know, it's rare and I really want anything rare. Only for $17, so I feel like that's a good deal. Yeah, if I remember, I saved quite a bit of money on that. Yeah, that was the store was called One Up Games. That's where I went. It's not that far from me, but got these 3 games with him. It was a very, very nice bonding moment. Alright. Then we have these 2 other cartridge games. We have Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Only $15. This is the McKay's place that I keep talking about so much. But yeah, they had this on a display case for $15, and all the other games around them were like higher priced and out of their range, and it seemed like it stuck out like a sore thumb, and I couldn't believe myself. Donkey Kong Country for only $15? Something is wrong with that. I already have it on the Game Boy Color, which works perfectly fine, but you know, I already have DK Country 2 on Super Nintendo, so why not get the first game as well? So now I only need the 3rd game, so hopefully I can get it for, you know, a good deal as well. Then there's this Scooby-Doo game. Now, curse the person that put the sticker on the, you know, cardboard itself. I mean, well, they couldn't put it anywhere else, I guess. But this is Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers. It's like a 2D, you know, mystery game where, you know, you control the mystery gang, and you gotta solve a mystery. But now the interesting thing about this is, I got this for $10, $9.95. This thing is worth, I think, like $40+. Now I know, look at it, it's not in the best condition. But even then, like, I didn't have to go out of my way to buy a $40+ copy and complete a box of this game, because like it does definitely come with everything. Like it comes with all like the inserts, even like a poster. It even comes with like a mini poster. You know what? I'll actually show you. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. So it's like an advertisement for like a movie that was coming out at the time. And then there's the actual mini poster for the game itself. So it comes with a mini poster, the game, which is in... It's a bit weighed down, but I can tell it's a real copy. It comes with the actual, plastic insert here. All like the manual, all the goodies and stuff. The manual, the Nintendo Power, that kind of stuff. It's all here. $10 instead of me paying 40 something for it. So that's probably one of my like best finds ever while game hunting. Pretty cool. Alright, now we have some other random games that I found in some other thrift stores. I have Peggle on PC. Yes, like I know that this is just like a game that's everywhere, you can just probably get it for pennies on Steam or something, but again, I like buying random games, even random casual PC games like Peggle. Like this is one of my favorite casual games, so owning it physically, yes please. Now, my Xbox One game collection has been severely lacking compared to all my other systems, so was I glad that at thrift stores I was able to find a couple of good prices for some of these that I kinda like. I'm like, if I had an Xbox One, I would probably want these. Yes, Rise Son of Rome for $3.95, pretty good deal on that. And $5 each for Forza Motorsport 5 and Forza Horizon 2. So Forza is like a Microsoft staple. So I'm like, if I want to expand my Xbox One collection, why not this? And I know that this is on PC Rise, but like as a console game, it's like, oh, this is like one of the defining early Xbox One titles, console exclusive. So why not? So I'm actually pretty satisfied with adding 3 more Xbox One games to my collection. And of course, I also did find something for the PS4 as well. Got this for $5. Spyro: The Reignited Trilogy. So yeah, I pretty much got all 3 of the remakes of Spyro for only $5 at some yard sale. Yep. And the disc is completely fine and everything. Now, funny thing is, I still don't have a PS4, so it's not like I can play it. Alright, then we have this sealed copy of Bust-A-Move Bash. Well, I say sealed, but it's like kind of torn in the bottom here, so that kind of sucks. Bust-A-Move, or Puzzle Bubble, however you want to say it. Yeah, I love this series, and for $3 to get a copy of a game in a series I really like, I had to get it. And this is from McKay's, and this is also from McKay's. It's now this one I kind of goofed up in. This is a childhood favorite of mine, Lost Planet Extreme Edition, but I didn't have the Kernels Edition, which includes extra maps, new single-player campaign modes, new weapons and what yada yada. It has extra content. But I got this Platinum one because I thought it was just a Platinum Hits, but then I look it up later after I walk out of the store, and there is a version that's not Platinum Hits. So, oh well, it's whatever. It's honestly not like the case itself is already like it's already all like white and gray, so it's not like that egregious. That doesn't bother me that much. Okay, we're down to the last 2 things, and this I got off of Luki Games, which this year I actually hadn't ordered any Luki games all year until finally June, and I got only 3 Wii U games. I got Super Mario Bros., Super Mario 3D World, and you're like, wait, didn't you get it on the Switch? See, that's the funny thing. I literally had ordered this, right? I had ordered this, and I'm like, okay, all right, now I have the game, because a friend of mine absolutely adores this game. It's his favorite Mario game of all time, even. And he's like, you have to play it. I'm like, okay, fine. And I went on Lucky Games after like a year, I feel like, and I found it for cheap. I think this was like $10. And then I did the Dixie Highway Yard Sale, and I found this amazing deal, the Switch and 3DS, and it had 3D World and Bowser's Fury in it. So now I have both games, both versions of the game, which is really funny. The second game I got is Pokken Tournament, which, funny enough, I also have DX upstairs on the Switch, and I have both versions of this too. And then Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. And no, I don't actually have this on the Switch, but funny enough, I did actually I actually did beat the game on the Switch during one of the trials where you're able to like play through the game fully, and I did it before the time ran out, so I did beat it on the Switch, funny enough. And it's honestly one of my favorite Mario games, or Mario related games ever. Yeah, these both were like $10, and this was like $6.50, so pretty good deals on those. And let's see, there's these things that I mentioned before. These are performance joystick grips. These work for like PS4, PS3, Xbox One, 360, Wii U Pro Controller, etc. controllers. You basically put these look at these, this is cute, the Mega Man styled little joystick grips. You basically put them on there, and they kind of cushion and keep the thumbsticks safe. And since I live like in a hot area, I've had issues where my thumbsticks kind of wear down and burn off after some time, and these were really helpful. I got these off of an eBay seller, and initially I ordered 3, but the seller was very kind. In the mail I got like a very sweet letter, and saying thank you, and said that they dropped a 4th one in, so that's really cool. So instead of 6, now I have 8 of these, which can cover like 4 controllers, which has been really helpful. Now I haven't opened some of them up yet because so far I've only needed like 1 pack, but these are really helpful, and they help quite a lot make my thumbstick durable, and they kind of feel good as well. Plus the cute little Mega Man design. Come on now, look at that cute little Mega Man design. Okay, we're down to the last 2 things. Finally. Okay, we have Limited Run. You know me, every single haul video I have to have Limited Run. Okay, so first is Cosmic Fantasy Collection. These are a set of, I think they're like visual novel / RPG series on the PC Engine / TurboGrafx. I think these were Japan only. And, includes 1 and 2. I think they're planning a second collection of this, which I gotta watch out for. These, this is important because, according to the back here, it says one of the earliest hit titles to feature voice acting and animated cutscenes. So that's why this is pretty significant, because this series, is one of the, again, like I said, one of the earliest ones that use animated cutscenes and voice acting. That's pretty big. So that's kind of something you would want a lot as like a an achievement. Really neat, and I love RPGs, especially classic RPGs. So really needed to get that. And the second limited run is a reprint that they did a new wave of Shantae and the Pirate's Curse on 3DS. Thank goodness they did, because back when they first did this, I wasn't really into the limited run game scene, but I'm so glad they did a rerun of this. Now I'm only missing 1 more release, and it's that new GBA release of the canceled game. I completely missed out on the pre-order for that, so I have to go eBay for that one. So, but once I get that GBA game, I'll have the entire series physically, which is so awesome. And alright, that should be it. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and give a panned out view from above, like an eagle eye view, as I kind of go through my final thoughts and kind of just say my farewells until the next pickups video. But before that, this is right now me editing the video. I, like usual, left a couple things out. The first one being these 2 magazine racks that I got off of Ollie's. The first one here has Nintendo Force magazines, while the second one I'm going to put some of my Nintendo Powers and other things. They're very sturdy, very nice, and I like them, so I think I'm going to go back for more. And the second thing is we have my TV here, and it's standing on top of a TV stand. So I have this cute little TV stand. I got it for like $20 at a Goodwill. Has this nice deep compartment here that's pretty spacey. As you can see, it has all my retro consoles in there. I haven't had the time to figure out a setup for all of them yet. And has a nice compartment above it. It's just big enough to hold the TV perfectly, which is great. I really like this thing. Alright, so yeah, that was it. It wasn't as much stuff as before. As you can see by the video length, it wasn't as long. Yeah, I still got some pretty neat stuff, especially like the highlight of everything was just getting, like, you know, these two systems, the dock, this bag, all the games that it came with, this D card, like shebang, like it just came with everything. It was so good for only $125. Best deal I've ever gotten in it, like gaming deal of all time. Cute plushies, you know, the bobblehead, the amiibo, all the games. So it was a pretty good summer, I would say. And anyway, that wraps up yet another pickup / haul video. Now, yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna be doing these seasonally. So the next one, you know, probably won't come out until December, January. And it'll go over what I got during the fall. And it's probably, I haven't really gotten much stuff as I've really slowed down on my purchases in the fall. So it probably will be kind of a fraction of the size of this video. So, yeah, with that, you know, usually my most busiest times will be like during the November, December time and during the summertime. So the winter hauls and the and the summer hauls are always probably going to be like, you know, the biggest of the bunch. But anyway, that was it. If you enjoyed what you saw, yeah, I appreciate a like, subscribe. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate that. And until the next one, bye.